Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready to dive in.
Today we're tackling a topic that's close to my heart. Desktop publishing, or as the cool kids call it, DTP.
Ah, yes, DTP.
Our focus is this compact LMS platform, and whether it lives up to the hype of teaching you all the DTP skills you'd ever need.
Sounds interesting.
Right, so we're going to break down their promises and see if learning DTP through this platform is worth your time.
Let's get to it.
All right, first up, Compact LMS talks a big game about its comprehensive curriculum, saying it covers all the essential DTP concepts, tools, and techniques. But what does that actually mean in the real world? I mean, what kind of skills would someone actually gain from this program?
Well, a truly comprehensive curriculum would need to go beyond just teaching you how to use software like InDesign or Quark Express. It would also need to dive into the core design principles that underpin great DTP work.
So you're saying it's not just about knowing the buttons to push, but understanding why you're pushing them.
Exactly. Think about it. You'd need to learn about typography, right? How to choose the right fonts, how to create visual hierarchy with different font sizes and weights, things like that.
Yeah, and I imagine layout would be huge too, like knowing how to arrange text and images on a page in a way that's both visually appealing and easy to read.
Absolutely. And don't forget image handling. Knowing how to prepare images for print, how to adjust color and contrast, cropping and resizing, all of that is essential for professional-looking results.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture. But here's the thing. While learning all that technical stuff sounds great, does it translate into actual real-world skills? I mean, the source mentions things like creating brochures, flyers, newsletters. Those are all pretty classic DTP projects. But in our increasingly digital world, are those skills still relevant?
That's the question, isn't it? And it's actually a really fascinating one.
It is, because on one hand, it seems like everything is going digital these days.
You're right, it seems that way. But here's the thing, print is far from dead.
Okay, so you're saying it's not just about websites and social media anymore.
Not at all. Think about it. When you go to a conference, what do you see?
Booths, people.
Exactly. And what are those booths handing out?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Brochures, pamphlets, all that good stuff.
Precisely. And those materials need to be well designed to make an impact.
So those classic DTP skills are still in demand.
Absolutely. And not just for conferences. Think about marketing materials, brochures, annual reports, magazines. The list goes on and on.
And even small businesses and freelancers need those skills to create their own materials, right?
Exactly. So learning DTP can open up a lot of doors, whether you're looking for a traditional job or want to strike out on your own.
Okay, you've sold me on the relevance of DTP. But what about this compact LMS platform specifically? I'll admit, I'm always a bit skeptical of online learning. Sometimes it feels like you're just clicking through endless PowerPoint slides. But this source mentions flexible learning and interactive tools. What makes their approach different?
Well, it sounds like they're trying to address some of the common pain points of online learning.
Like the boredom factor.
Exactly, and the lack of flexibility. So they're emphasizing self-paced learning, which is great for people who have busy schedules or different learning styles.
You can learn at your own speed, on your own time.
Exactly. And the interactive element is key.
Okay, what do you mean by interactive?
It's about moving away from passive learning, like just watching videos or reading text, and towards more hands-on activities.
So like simulations.
Yes, exactly. Or quizzes, interactive exercises, things that force you to actually apply what you're learning.
That sounds a lot more engaging than just listening to a lecture.
It is. And research actually shows that this type of active learning leads to better retention and understanding.
Makes sense. But it can't just be about the course content, right? What about support? What happens when you get stuck or have a question?
That's where the access to resources and feedback and support comes in. A good online learning platform should provide you with a wealth of resources to help you succeed.
So, like what kinds of things?
Well, think tutorials, downloadable templates, design tips, maybe even access to a library of fonts and stock images, and a forum where you can connect with other learners and ask questions.
Oh, so like a community aspect.
Exactly. Learning doesn't have to be a solitary pursuit.
And what about instructor feedback? Is that part of the package?
Oh, absolutely. Feedback from experienced DTP professionals is invaluable. It helps you identify areas for improvement, develop your own style, and avoid common pitfalls.
So it's like having a personal DTP mentor guiding you along the way.
You can say that.
That's pretty awesome. And finally, the source mentions career opportunities. We touched on this a bit earlier, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on how DTP skills can actually translate into real-world jobs.
Well, I think it's important to remember that visual communication is more important than ever in today's world.
And DTP is all about creating impactful visuals, right?
Exactly. So, whether you're working in marketing, graphic design, publishing, advertising, or even running your own business, those DTP skills would be highly valuable.
So it's not just about knowing how to design a brochure. It's about understanding the principles of visual communication that apply to any medium.
You got it.
Okay, so to wrap things up, it seems like learning DTP through Compact LMS offers a pretty compelling package. Valuable and relevant skills, a flexible learning environment, a supportive community, and real career potential.
Sounds like it.
That's quite a lot to unpack.
Indeed, it is.
So if any of you out there are thinking about diving into the world of DTP, this Compact LMS platform might be worth checking out. And here's a question for you to ponder. If you could design any print piece with your newfound DTP skills, what would it be and why? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, keep diving deeper.
Until next time.